we're listening to, we are going to be reacting to every 90s Cartoon Network joke that kids miss, cleanest to dirtiest. And I saw this because, I used to watch Cartoon Network shows. I still do. I still fuck with the old Cartoon Network shows. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this motherfucker.
Sit on the sofa while I slip into something more comfortable.
Alright, we've talked about 90s Nicktoons and their mature jokes already, so it's only fair to give you Cartoon Network fans the same treatment. There are plenty of differences between these two networks, but the most notable for today's purpose is that while Nickelodeon's 90s cartoons have always been more outwardly clean and tidy, Cartoon Network made way less of an effort to hide just how raunchy things could get. From self-proclaimed womanizers to casual reality, things are about to get wild.
Wow.
I'm Finosi with Wicked Binge, and today we're talking about 90s Cartoon Network adult jokes, cleanest to dirtiest. Let's get started with one of the world's finest illustrations of the term girl power. The Powerpuff Girls. The horror. In a cheeky reference to the movie Apocalypse Now, Blossom tells a little boy who ate 47 broccoli during their rebellion to
Stay down, soldier. You've seen enough action.
There are some other innocent pop culture references.
You know what's crazy, bro? That in that episode, a dude ate 47, I don't know how it was, like stalks, is a stalk of broccoli or some shit like that. Or 47, it was real individual broccolis, right? And he got big. But in real life, they tell us that broccoli is bad. Broccoli is good for us. It's, part of vegetables. It helps us out and shit like that. It adds to the nutrients in the body, shit like that. We don't get fat. That's fucking wild, bro. The goddamn, what's the place called? So it's at the goddamn tip of my fucking tongue. God, Jesus Christ. Forget about it.
Like Boogie Nights in the Death Star, Star Wars reference, for one example. Dick Hardly. But getting started on the dirtier ones, the professor's old college roommate was named Dick Hardly. We usually say we feel for him becoming a villain with a name like that, but he's gonna show up again later, and you'll see why we don't really have any sympathy to spare for him. Flipping the Roach.
Wait.
Propaganda. That's what I'm thinking of. The one was propaganda.
In one scene, Roach Coach falls off of a building.
Like that propaganda was like when before the Surgeon General had the shit on the cigarettes, they would promote smoking while you were pregnant and shit. Promote smoking like after sex and stuff like that, and it's like that. It's backwards propaganda.
And his twitching robot hand inadvertently flips the Powerpuff Girls off. Or was it intentional? Daddy! In one of the classroom scenes,
That's crazy.
An angry man holding a bottle can be seen on the wall labeled Daddy. Clearly some poor kid's alcoholic father.
Oh my god.
From what angle? The Powerpuff Girls are having a hard time against the Rowdy Rough Boys, so Miss Bellum gives them some advice to use the...
I ain't gonna cop. I like that view. Already know every single time any cartoon that never showed the face, but they always had the the Coca-Cola bottle shaped assistant, and from the neck down, you already know that was fine as hell. Like it's on the Powerpuff Girls, on the Proud Family, who's on somewhere else. I don't remember. But it's several different shows that had it like that. Always fine.
Of course, them being little kids she only means they should try being nice.
I know. Look at that gap. The other that gap. Jesus.
Know what her angle would be.
I want some more, baby.
To handle. Speaking of the Rowdy Rough Boys, it turns out Miss Bellum was right. The key to defeating them was kisses.
Whenever they're
Not cooties.
threatened, they shrink in size.
Bob's Septic World.
Not cooties.
A vehicle for a company called Bob's Septic World is visible with the catchy slogan, "We're full of it." The nature of septic tanks in general.
Ugh.
I'm sure you are full of it, Bob. Sarah Bellum cosplay. Surprising nobody at all, Miss Bellum will be appearing a lot in this video. For example, there's the time Blossom cosplayed as her by shoving some stuffed animals in her shirt.
Wow.
Using her ponytails to make the mayor's mustache is peak character design. Another cosplay? First Miss Bellum, now Cartman from South Park. Blossom should start cosplaying.
That is crazy.
Surprising developments. In one commercial for the series, Wonder Woman proudly tells the Powerpuff Girls that they're developing into great heroes.
Someday we'll be as developed as you.
Squirrels eat nuts. Girls got into an argument about whether a little squirrel they found is a boy or a girl. Apparently, part of the debate was what they were eating.
How do you know it's a boy? Squirrels eat nuts, stupid.
And considering the nuts choice of words, I think
Wow.
Buttercup's recommendation of Bruce is actually a great name choice.
Oh no! I know.
Oh
One scene featuring Peter
no! I don't know why. Jesus,
and cosplaying the girls.
have a motherfucking I have a fucking meme of that in my fucking phone. I love it.
Described with the phrase "What a drag!" Obviously reference to drag shows in general.
That is fucking crazy.
Just after kicking out the Powerpuff Girls for
All these fucking nasty Easter eggs.
friends, the men are met by the villainous Mascumax, who dares them to challenge his own masculinity and see if they measure up. Watch it.
Wow.
This guy's voiced by Clancy Brown, aka Mr. Krabs, so you know he means business when it comes to manliness.
Money, 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 money.
The mayor's conjugal visit. After Sedusa flirts with the mayor while disguised as Cerebellum, he decides to pay her a visit in prison, in quite a rush.
Visiting hours are almost over. Toodles.
His iconic perpetual wink only makes things more suggestive. Those days are...
I'm gonna say, what the hell is happening over there, Mayor?
Freak, dude. In one scene where the Powerpuff Girls ask him for some money to buy the professor a gift, he turns them down, saying that the days of him being a sugar daddy are long gone.
Saying the kids is crazy.
Those days are over.
The family jewels. Oh, and let's not forget the time Sedusa was said to have stolen the mayor's family jewels.
I swear to God, on all the old cartoons and shit, like all like the older women, they used to be so fucking fine. Like Dexter's Laboratory, like Dexter's mom, fucking Penny's mom from Proud Family. Who else? All Women and Johnny Bravo. Timmy's mom, Jimmy Neutron's mom, like all the cartoon bitches Danny Phantom's mom, all the cartoon bitches who are moms were look like they were fine as fuck. Like, and I'm pissed because it's like, you know how like when you see a food in cartoon form it looks way better than it looks in real life? That's exactly how it is.
And some of these. When the girls are helping the professor prepare for his date, Buttercup slips what she calls,
And some of these.
the implication being
Condoms.
which is more unsettling, that Buttercup even knows what condoms are,
Yeah.
or that she knew exactly how to get some on such a short notice.
Not for real.
Yeah. Speaking of dates, in one scene, Mojo Jojo is thrown into prison next to a big burly man, with even the narrator saying, "Love is in the air."
Oh shit.
Can't you just smell it?
Gee, I wonder what that dude was thrown into prison for.
Bruh.
Thoughts and prayers for Mojo Jojo.
Not for real.
Lumpkin's ex-professor.
That monkey booty hole gotta go.
Cult joke in the series either. In another episode,
No
Professor
didn't.
gets taken in by a very enamored Fuzzy Lumpkins when he gets covered in mud. Later, he takes the mud off of him as a prize and does what we can only assume are unspeakable things to it behind closed doors. I was an accident
Wow.
too. When the girls bring their new friend
Oh yeah, I've seen that shit. It's on Twitter.
their dad, who literally made them in a lab by accident. Offering some comfort, Robert assures him that she herself was an accident too.
Don't worry, Professor. I was an accident too.
This at such a young age is actually kind of depressing.
Yeah, for real.
Address. In one episode, Cerebellum's address is shown as 69 Yodelinda Valley. No, we're not placing this one here just for the number 69. Yodel in the valley is actually slang for going down on a woman.
Really?
Today. The mayor's
That's crazy.
And if you still somehow aren't convinced
See-
that was full.
This is one of the things I love about old like cartoons and old child movies. They would put adult innuendos in like they could do like hidden in plain sight. Just subliminals and shit like that. I love that. Like in Shrek, that's why Shrek's one of my favorite fucking movies. Because they had adult jokes. They had shit for the adults to enjoy as well. Like it is great. And here's the thing, like, we didn't peek it. I'm sure that most of the fucking didn't peek it unless they actually like really watch this. And then it took me to come here and like see the breakdown and shit like that. Like that's just wild.
Intentional. There's one scene where the mayor literally
Wow.
lets a cat
I was looking pussy.
kitty
I was looking pussy.
Look, that's as blatant as we can be without getting demonetized. Guys, you know exactly what we're saying. Santa's Naughty List. In 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas, Santa's Naughty List has a character named Adolf Schicklgruber on there. Which is actually the last name of Adolf Hitler's grandmother. Evidently, the Naughty List is forever, even after death. Dastardly Dick Hardly. We told you that we'd circle back to Dick Hardly, right? His evil scheme was making sentient clones of the Powerpuff Girls and selling them for profit. One customer was particularly pleased with his purchase.
I lost 200 pounds with my power pop.
That's great.
Wow.
But how did you... Oh no. Jail. Now. Get this man in jail right now.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time to Ed, emphasis on Ed, on down to the cul-de-sac for Ed, Ed, and Eddie. What's it called again, Ed? Eddie and Ed, being children, find Double D's astronomical instrument pretty darn funny. Wonder why. What's it called? Oh.
That's the sextant.
What's so funny
Sextant?
about a sextant? It's just a tool that happens to be called a sextant.
Oh.
Bunny's multiplication expertise. Even the animals aren't totally safe from dirty jokes here. When Double D sees a massive quantity of bunnies, he remarks that Mr. and Mrs. Bunny must have been practicing their multiplication tables.
Bruh.
A nod to how well-known rabbits are for having a lot of babies. The snow job. In one episode, Eddie's scheming to make some money off of the vast amounts of snow in the cul-de-sac during a wintry day. When called out by Double D, Eddie responds by asking, "What's winter without a snow job?"
Get it? Snow job?
The term snow job can mean a con or some kind of deception, but given how dirty this show's jokes can get, we're gonna guess the fact that it rhymes with job is no mere coincidence. Eddie's secret stash. Eddie has a stash of dirty magazines under his bed. For obvious reasons, we don't know the contents, but considering they're surrounded with dirty tissues and names like Jiggy Jiggy and Chicks, we can probably fill in the blanks. Birds, bees, and sweaty palms. In one scene, Double D finds a book presumably about puberty with the name Birds, Bees, and Sweaty Palms. Now, Birds and Bees is a polite nickname for the sex talk parents inevitably have with kids when they're old enough. The Sweaty Palms part isn't often part of the phrase, but it's definitely part of the event. Chicks galore. This would actually explain Eddie's disappointment when he
I would have never known.
Double D's titled Chicks.
I would have never known, like, peeped any of this unless I would have saw this fucking video. That's why this shit popped out to me. This is fucking crazy. I'm really learning about this as, like I'm really gonna go into watching these shows again for, like, the 15,000th time, but with a new fucking perspective. This is fucking wild.
Galore, only to find it with pictures of actual baby chicks. Who's really got the better stash here? Please let go of my leg, Ed. When Ed is pretending to be a dog while Double D is on the phone, we can see the latter's face grow incredibly uncomfortable and irritated.
Please let go of my leg, Ed.
Anyone who's familiar with some dogs' habits of dry humping anything they can get their paws on knows exactly what's going on here. And interesting bathroom.
Jesus Christ.
There are a lot of self-pleasure jokes in this show, huh? In another scene, the bathroom has a note on the wall that simply reads, "Don't touch yourself."
Wow.
It's barely noticeable and not reasonably stopping anyone, but all that matters is that it's very much there. The old rubber glove treatment. Eddie quips to Ed and Double D when he finds the former wearing a reflector on his head, asking Double D if
Did Dr. Ed give you the rubber glove treatment yet?
obviously a cheeky reference to prostate exams and to face. Side note, is it just me or does Ed seem to have a thing for Double D? Like, we aren't thinking too hard about it, we're just thinking a little bit about it. The bananas are crushing my apples. When a bunches of bananas topple down onto Rolf.
Wake up, the bananas are crushing Roach apples!
Now, there are three possible explanations here. One, Rolf has apples on him literally all the time. Two, he's cheekily referring to his rear end. Or, most likely for the sake of this video, three, he just has absolutely massive nuts and we're really concerned for him.
Thank you!
Heat strip. Finally, in one episode, Double D gives the neighborhood an impromptu striptease during a massive heat wave.
Wow.
Who are you?
A heat stroke is very darn common, but a heat strip show. Have you no shame, Ed? Oh, he does have shame. I'm sorry, man. Whether your kids are geniuses or not, you do well to hide their eyes from these moments in Dexter's laboratory. Legalize pot, man. In the episode Mountain Mandark, Mandark's mother informs him that Mother Earth has a lovely variety of resources ripe for harvesting, while crouching down next to a plant that looks like
He won't be able to resist them.
given their very strong hippie vibes, it's the furthest thing from a mere coincidence. IDKSC. When Dee Dee and Dexter are having a disagreement, Dee Dee says,
Your club is for big IDKSCs.
an anagram for, you can decipher that one. Dexter's joke.
Hold
Dexter makes
on.
a joke about something with
Alright, hold on. We gotta go back.
For, strong hippie vibes, it's the furthest thing from a mere coincidence. IDKSC.
What?
resist them.
Given their very strong hippie vibes, it's the furthest thing from a mere coincidence.
IDKSC. Alright, we gotta bring this shit down. I don't know. No, it can't be I don't know. Idiot, dummy, knucklehead, sluts, cuss. I don't know. I don't know.
SC. When Dee Dee and Dexter are having a disagreement, Dee Dee says,
Your club is for big IDKSCs.
an anagram for, you can decipher that one.
That's an anagram. That's an anagram.
Dexter makes a joke about disagreement. Dee Dee says,
Oh shit.
IDKSC.
That's an anagram. Shit. Oh, dicks. That's what it is. People with big dicks. Oh my god.
Dexter are having a disagreement. Dee Dee says,
Your club is for big IDKSCs.
an anagram for, you can decipher that one.
These are free. What the fuck?
Makes a joke about something with chemicals and stuff. Man, I don't know. I do know that the abbreviation for hydroxide is HO, meaning that the punchline translates to "That's
Ho.
no ho."
Bruh.
Good one, Dexter. It's usually funnier when you don't have to Google what it means, though. $50 extra. In one episode, Dexter finally gets sick enough of Dee Dee to hire a replacement sister, who just happens to be a busty blonde woman. When he asks her
Nice.
to dance, she tells him she will.
Oh, okay, but it's $50 extra.
One can only assume that she's a stripper, which makes it
Yeah.
a little more confusing just how Dexter came across her. A close call with drug lords. Dexter witnesses some unseen figures discussing their recent purchase of pure,
This is fucking wild, bro.
It is 100% pure.
They're excited to roll in the dough, which either means they're gonna make a lot of bread with it, or they're about to start baking bad. Dad's trophy. Yeah, next entry. Labels.
My wife's gonna be wearing that.
Labels. Dexter discovers the fun of sticking labels with his name on them all around to claim what's his. This includes the crotch area of one of Dee Dee's stuffed dolls.
Wow.
Dexter, come on, dude.
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna fit. In one scene, Dexter's parents are playing Twister, but before the camera pans out, all that's seen are some entangled limbs with the dialogue of Dexter's mother being,
Honey, I don't think that's gonna fit.
Just a little more, dear.
Wow.
We'll just leave that there.
Wow.
Approval. This episode, in general, is one of the most infamous adult jokes we'll be talking about today. An initially banned episode of the series where Dexter creates a machine that removes rudeness from the human body. The rudeness in question manifests in foul-mouthed clones of Dexter and Dee Dee. Think the SpongeBob episode Sailor Mouth, but like actually uncensored. Here,
What?
Dexter dropped the F-bomb multiple times is absolutely surreal and really
What?
raises the question of how anyone thought this was going to get past the censors.
Yeah, we're gonna go up your lab.
Shout out to Dee Dee flipping off the audience of the title card, only being covered up by the classic TVY7 block. Oh wait, it's TV14 this time.
How did I fucking miss that one? That is, bruh. This has gotta be on YouTube, so I'm definitely gonna find that shit. Definitely gonna find that shit. This is wild. I ain't really had a censor.
The faint of heart. It's time to talk courage. The
This is
cowardly
dope.
dog. You know this, Eustace. In one episode, Eustace is asked by a loudspeaker what 414 divided by 6 is.
414 divided by 6.
It's 69. We could have a coincidence, but come on. There's just no way something that specific is just a coincidence. You had literally infinite numbers to choose from. Don't push that button again, Courage. When Muriel and Courage are checking out their computer, she presses a button that pulls up some naughty material and, given Courage's embarrassed protective reaction, it's clear that he's at least somewhat familiar with it. What's not familiar is that the computer straight up asked him to press it again. Muriel's strange conclusion. After being chained up over a pot of lava in the episode Ball of Revenge, Muriel observes that this must be one of those.
Naughty men's clubs, isn't it?
Wow.
I'm really worried about her now. How did anyone even let this show air? While not dirty in the sense of others on this list, it's nothing short of an absolute wonder how Courage was allowed to get away with some of the most disturbing visuals in cartoon history.
Yeah, for real.
Spirit of the Harvest Moon and King Ramses to lesser sung terrors like that one weird claymation violin girl, even to the very last episode having that infamous "You're not perfect" scene. And on
What the
final thing,
fuck?
though, I'll warn you, there's a horrifying blue fetus face creature guy. I don't know what the hell he is, but he's about to appear on the screen. Courage was not a coward.
And it's fucking crazy because we were watching this at fucking like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, bro. 11, 12, 13, 14. Like, bro, we was watching this. And this is dead ass on Cartoon Network. our parents, it's funny as hell because they always saw that we were watching cartoons, but they didn't like sit down and actually watch the cartoons. Like, bro, what the fuck?
He had every right to be horrified at the never-ending horrors he had to experience.
66 and a half, bro. I peeped that shit when me and my buddy took Mario treats, bro. That dude that had 666 and a half is fucking crazy, bro. All like the different, like, it's just fucking wild, bro.
We'll move on to the classic wild gross out fest that is Ren and Stimpy. I mean, cow and chicken. How did Mama have a chicken and a cow?
I don't have to watch this show.
So, sir, your wife at least 2 farm animals. She took a bull by the horns and made a rooster crow. Are you really gonna sit there and not only let her do that, but open the floodgates of so many potential insults? Because we need more. This video's just not long enough for all of them.
Jesus.
It'd be an honor to squirt for you. Being a cow, it's natural that cow would be of interest to a professor of milk. Though the way she phrases her excitement, paired with the genuinely unsettling way said Dr. Eyeballs the audience,
Oh, it would be an honor to squirt for you.
is proof that the writers knew exactly how far they were from smooth with this one. Cow's utterly fascinating habits. Cow is also seen constantly playing with her udders.
But
My name is Cow, and these are my others.
This show was... man, this was a show. That much is certain.
Oh, you know it, baby. Ooh, let me have it. Let me have it.
I'm pretty sure this show was all by the time like I started watching like Cartoon Network and shit like that. Cause I was born a Disney kid, and then Nickelodeon, and then went over to fucking Cartoon Network. Like, I think by the time I went over to Cartoon Network, that's when like Camp Lazlo and everything was on there. Like you have to catch like the old shows early in the fucking morning, 5, 6, it's like 7 in the morning type shit. This might have been on fucking like Boomerang and shit. I've never seen this episode. I never seen this show.
The red gay. I mean, guy. The red guy is the closest thing the show has to a consistent antagonist, and he's basically a walking gay stereotype.
Jesus.
We're not sure if today's culture would like him way more or way less. We have no idea. All we do know is that his bright, shiny red ass has been etched deep into the subconscious of everyone who grew up back in the 90s.
There's a lot of sick people in this town.
In any case, though, the guy is a freak. He's constantly showing off.
And these were fucking 90s fucking
Cleopantalus
shows, too.
on himself in the middle of a grocery store. There's absolutely zero shame here, and honestly, we have to respect that, if nothing else. The carpet munchers.
Bone in or strips? The answer is yes. Get both with the Lee's Variety Box.
Cracked windshield on your new car? Bring it to Safelite. My customer was enjoying her new car when her windshield cracked.
In another band episode, a group of lesbian biker stereotypes called the Buffalo Girls come around town.
That's crazy.
People's homes so they can, and I'm not making this up, chew on their carpets. They also play softball and talk about pitching and catching. Take all the time you need to fix your hair before this next section. Johnny Bravo will understand. The 19th Amendment. While an exhibit about the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote, Johnny is immediately confused as to why they were given this right. He just genuinely doesn't know why women actually want to vote. Dirty magazines. While not as many as an Ed, Ed, and Eddie, Johnny Bravo does have its fair share of dirty magazine references.
Oh, mama.
In one episode, after being told he has 6 seconds of consciousness left, he pulls out a magazine with a trifold page and a scantily clad woman. That is the time a little girl exposed him for looking at a fitness magazine full of almost naked men.
He's looking at pictures of almost naked men!
Mind your business, kid. Sensitivity song. When a man tries to teach Johnny to be more sensitive, he puts on a musical number to make things easier.
Show that girl you really give a D.
Which you might think, oh, wow, they referenced the word damn. And you'd be wrong. He literally gives a woman the D. Call me in 15 years. When little Susie invites Johnny to her birthday party, his mind automatically goes to the worst possible place and essentially tells this very small child,
I am busy. Call me in 15 years when you're a co-ed.
blindfolded.
Wow.
Something might change once he learns that Susie's cousin Farrah Fawcett is attending the party as well. While playing pin the tail on the donkey, she reflects on the last time she was blindfolded, and her reaction is enough to convince us it's not exactly childhood birthday party appropriate.
I can't remember the last time I was blindfolded.
That is fucking wild.
Wait. Yes, I can.
That is fucking wild, bro.
Sam. In one episode, Johnny is strapped down to a table by a woman who he declares his mama warned him about.
Hey, mama.
Warn me about women like you. I was hoping she was right.
Switch swing and a miss for Daphne. In the episode where Johnny meets the mystery gang from Scooby-Doo, he's instantly interested in Daphne.
I love those old school cartoon crossovers, bro. Old school cartoon crossovers are always the fucking best. I love any type of crossover for it. As long as it's fucking done right.
Wanna get lost with me?
But a suggestive eye roll from Fred cements that she's got other plans elsewhere. Cheer up, Johnny. You could always go for Velma or Shaggy. Thwarted virgin sacrifice. After being kidnapped by some Amazonian women who attempt to offer him as a virgin sacrifice in their volcano, Johnny is promptly spit out, proving that he's definitely got his V card stamped out plenty off screen. Oh, also notable, he lands on the island of beautiful men.
Wow.
I can already tell you're going to feel right at home here.
Who seem very happy that he's graced them with his presence. The troubled teen hotline. Strangely, this isn't the first time we've discussed a phone hotline in these adult joke videos, but it's the first time anyone's taken a troubled teen girl talking about her breakup and turning it into...
Your boyfriend left you? Well, what are you wearing?
Weasel is up next, and there's no weaseling out of it. Wait, is that offensive to them? Weasel Affair. In one episode, Weasel is encouraging his crew to complete a bridge they've been working on for ages. One excitedly remarks that he can't wait to see his child, who was born
2 years after I started this job.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it looks like his wife was buying some commissions while he was away. Sorry, dude. Cleopantless. Oh yeah, back to the whole Cleopantless thing from
See, I never heard of this show.
Absolute masterpiece.
I had no idea the asp problem was this big.
There. Now the red guy's bright red ass will be ingrained into Gen Z's subconscious too.
Jesus.
Accomplished.
Alright, that was dope. I'm glad I watched it. That shit was lit. It was cool. It was a good video that won't be going up on the fucking YouTube.